Good morning or afternoon. Hope you're all having a good Monday so far. Again, just wanted to make a little video to let y'all know what you're going to be doing today. It was so fun to see so many of you at prom on Friday. Everyone looked amazing, so chic, so iconic. So proud that you're my students. Um, and then also congratulations to so many of you who did your IO last week. So many of you, when you were done, you said that that was like the only thing that you could think about for the week and that you just needed to get it over. Um, and I hope that so many of you realize like what comes of fruition when you put a ton of hard work into something and plan it out and practice. Because there's lots of very excellent IOs that I heard last week. Today, y'all are going to be working on your personal statements. So last week it was kind of like a college research, kind of click around, see what you're interested in, see what's out there, see how much things cost. And then this week you're going to be thinking about the application process and getting personal statements done. So for even for those of you who are like, I'm only going to apply to CSUs, or maybe I'm going to community college, or I'm not going to college at all. Usually you will need some sort of personal statement of some sort when you apply for a job. So this is going to be something that you can carry with you. The personal statement that I wrote when I was a high school student, I carried that with me until I did my grad school applications. So it'll be of use. And of course, you're going to change and adapt it along the way, but it's a good starting point for the writing that you're going to be doing in the future about yourself. In the slideshow that's posted in Canvas, starting with slide 5 all the way to slide 13, that gives you the rundown of what the assignment is. There's some brainstorming slides in there. And I know that you might think like, oh, I don't need to brainstorm. I already know what I'm going to write about. It'll be very helpful for you to brainstorm because sometimes what you think you want to write about is not actually very helpful for the application. So remember, you're thinking about your personal statement as you want to demonstrate value added to your application. So for instance, if you write in your personal statement that you're really proud of yourself because you've gotten all A's, that doesn't tell the person who's reading your application, the admissions officer, doesn't tell them anything about who you are beyond what's on your transcript. So remember, you're trying to add things that people wouldn't know about you just by looking at your transcript or your resume. In the, I think it's slide 12, things not to do. One thing that sometimes students do is that they don't make the writing about themselves. So what I mean about that is that some people, like, they want to show a lot of like love and appreciation for their grandma or grandpa, which is cool, which is fine. But then they end up writing their personal statement all about how great their grandma or grandpa is, and they don't make it about themselves. And this happens a lot when people write about other people. Like, so many students have been counselors at some point, and they write about the impact that they have had on another student or another child, and they make it all about that kid and not about them. So remember, make it all about you. And that might be weird for you to write about. That's why we're doing this practice. That's why we're getting some first drafts out, because you gotta learn how to brag about you. Also think about what you really get excited about. What you get excited about is going to translate to the page. Even if you feel like, oh, no one is interested in this thing, like I'm only interested in this, like no one else is going to care. If you are excited about it, people are going to care. So all that to say, do the brainstorming from slides 5 to 12, and then get started with whatever option it is that you choose for your personal statements. Remember, or here's another reminder, you could do more than one option if you want to. So like if you're applying to UCs and also private schools, and you know you have to do the personal insight questions and a Common App essay, you can do a draft of both of those, and that's fine too. So if you do more than one option, that's a-okay with me. Rough draft is going to be due next Monday, per the request of a couple people in third period. We're going to be watching a film next week when I make my grand return to class. And then on the finals day, we're going to resubmit all of our outlines and also text, because y'all are disasters and I had to reformat so many of your papers. So we're going to do that. And then we're also going to do our final IB Learner Portfolio reflection. And you're going to do a little round of peer editing with your personal statements. Personal statements are just gonna pretty much be graded on completion and whether or not you are authentically writing about yourself. I feel like so much brain power has been put into you doing and completing your IO that I don't want to add another high stress thing to your plate, especially while I am not in class to be able to help you through this process. So get it done. I'll see you on the 23rd. Miss you all. Be nice to the sub and do your work. Oh, also, I don't want to see any of these desk clusters in the back of the classroom. You do not need to work with 4 or 5 people. All right, that's it. Bye-bye.